Welcome back to the Law Unscripted, and today we are doing our group study session. This is not something people usually get 100 on, right? There's an average. There's so many points that you have to get to pass, but they do make it passable, okay? So if you don't get one, move on to the next one that you can get. If there's an essay like we're going to go through today, maybe you don't hit all of it, but you hit the ones you can. Hit the heavy hitters. Make them make sense to somebody else, and then move on. And don't get bogged down. This is not a law school test, so don't get bogged down with the case law. That's the biggest advice I can give. And it's hard because even when I go back and look at standard answers, there's like, oh, according to this test and according to this case and according to that case. Well, that's really lovely. But in trying to crank out answers to essays, rather than spending time trying to remember a case name, it's better to get the concept out that can go quickly and move on to the next one and get more out on the paper than trying to remember a case name. Okay, now, what is my biggest, you may or may not know this, but I think you might by now. What is my biggest suggestion for when we're going to go through this hypo?
Skim it first or read the call of the question.
Mm-hmm. So that is one of the biggest. So that is one of the few. The other one I would say is map it. Always map it. So what I will say is I will, based on your request, your very good request, read the questions first, and then we'll go back for the hypo because that's fantastic.
Perfect.
And what I want you to do, and what I will also do, is we'll stop me. Both of us will stop me throughout the hypo.
Okay.
So that we can map it, so that we can say, who is player A, who is, especially in Civ Pro, it's like state A through X.
Right.
I hate this. They don't give them like Charlie and Carlotta. It's like, no, owner and client.
Owner A in state X with business Y. And I'm like, I don't know.
Right. So I have done that. I have actually set up the hypo like that because it is what you're going to see on your test, but it drives me bananas and it makes us need to map it even better to make sure we know who the parties are, and especially in civil procedure, where they are, right? Where they are, who they are, where they work, where the accidents are, where's the issue. So we're going to work through that, but per Chelsey's suggestion and request, let's leave this very good. I'm so proud of you. So let's start with the questions. We have part 1 and part 2. Okay. So this one, unlike the torts question, we have 2 different parts for the Civ Pro question. I have 4 questions that we're going to do for part 1. Okay. You ready? Is jurisdiction proper in state C? Explain. Number 2, driver seeks to remove the case to federal court. Can he do so? And why or why not? And if so, which federal court would be proper for his claim, and how would he remove it? 3, what response does driver need to make to the complaint and when? And number 4, assuming the case gets removed to federal court, driver wants to add employer to the case. How would he do so, and is it proper? Okay, how you feeling?
Okay, I'm nervous, but I'm ready.
Okay, so do you see some pieces that we're picking up here, and some major concepts that we're going through?
Exactly.
So let me read it through, and here we go.
All right, let's do it.